Along those lines, you talked about the weights changing, and it changes the perspective, it changes the level of attention, right? When you think about clinical and pharmacy, right? You're getting monthly data that comes in, and you're getting that trending, and you understand how you're progressing throughout the year. At least with the customers that we deal with, probably due to the weight changes and some of that, the questions that they're getting from the leadership teams is changing. They're focusing a lot more, especially right now. So a lot of the final caps numbers are coming out, and they want to know, how are we tracking? How are we looking, throughout the year? I will say there's a lot of question out there about how do you keep a pulse on that. So do you guys do anything that are there specific leading indicators, other metrics that you guys look at throughout the year to give you a sense of kind of where you're progressing on the cap side?
Yeah, it's a hard question. It's a tough question because when I think about experience, experience is not something what you do; it's a feeling, right? And so, how do you kind of monitor feeling every day, every month, and so that you can do something about it? And so, like compared to like pharmacy, like to the claims, like you're pretty much like looking at the data, like this black and white. Experience is gray, and just kind of navigating the gray. And so it's hard question, like how do you kind of keep track of it? We do certain different things at Scan. Like we have something called a group level survey, which is like a mini cap survey, which kind of measures the experience across like 3 or 4 times a year, in addition to like, the voice of the customer program, where we use like from ethnographic research to like actual quantitative data to inform how that experience is looking. But it's such a tough question, and it is true that from the leadership, one of the key questions which comes in is like, okay, how do I measure day to day versus like a longer period of time?
Yeah, and you mentioned the voice of customer program. Like, I think that's key because we have so much information on our customers, whether it's pharmacy information, call interaction data, survey data, all of those things. But if you don't have a way to look across all of that data, both observed, solicited, then you're missing the boat. So it's being able to look across all the different data sources that are coming in to actually be able to pull out meaningful insights to know what those customers are feeling, what their experience currently is. And really, that's how you have to manage it that way, in my opinion.